And I don't want to start that as like a level 0 character, and I want you guys to be able to redeem like half decent stuff from the get-go kind of thing. So yeah, like it's yeah, basically like I was just kind of hoping that everybody would just like enjoy the event and I could redirect some of my stress and stuff. But yeah, we have absolutely like fucking smashed it. And yeah, I I am like well and truly overwhelmed, but at this point we're um accumulating towards me having a nice birthday dinner in April, because the last bill in amongst the bills period is due on my birthday, and it's like $1,000, so I can never afford to do anything on my birthday. And this year I'll be able to do something because we're already like 23 subs over the first goals and stretch goals and stuff. So yeah, it's insanity. Let me get this out of our face. And Droll literally just fucking a couple of minutes ago redeemed that I have to stand up and stretch and have an ad break. So you guys are about to get blasted with another ad break, and I'm gonna stand up and stretch and shit. So mind you, we're really close to like 6 a.m. So yeah, hold on. So that's what that stuff's all about. I appreciate that like you guys find it like fun and cool and all that sort of stuff. Because yeah, basically from like my perspective, creating the event and stuff, um, like it can be really hard to like think of some of these things. Obviously, like I had to think of what games was I going to play, how long could I possibly play them for, like how playable were they, in what order were they probably going to be like a good idea to play them in, then like, you know, goals. And if I could just get in here to this shit, goals that would be like something like I had the most trouble with the goals because I'm like, stuff that people want. Or of course there's more. Are you feral up there? No, but there's like 4 of them. Yeah, I found it quite difficult to like think of things to do. Obviously, like once we ran out of goals and stretch goals and stuff like that, like I did have like a very short list of like stuff that I had written down that like didn't make the original cut. But like I thought of extra stuff, and like I did kind of like ask for like suggestions and all sorts of stuff, and sort of, yeah, I don't know. Now that I've got to do, oh shit mate, now that I've got to do another subathon in September, which is Twitch's September event, I've got to think of stuff for that too. Hold up mate, back the fuck off. September isn't as long as like this billathon though. This billathon being a fortnight is like the longest event, and also longest amount of time I'll be like streaming essentially, because like I can't do 24-hour stuff, I can't do like around the clock stuff, so like I have to be able to like stop and like edit my stuff and like sleep and all sorts of stuff. And mate, you've got like 4 of those in your face. Yeah, because of like the restrictions like that, where like I need to like stop and take a break and stuff at points in time. I like also health reasons, like I'll never really be able to probably do like a 24-hour stream, or like an uncapped one or whatever. An uncapped one's basically where like people just continually add time and the event just keeps going kind of thing. I'm like, I don't think I could do those. They would be way too much. I don't know where this, there he is. Because like I watch people do that, and like obviously like the really big streamers and stuff like that, they go for ages. Like, oh for fuck's sake, you lot. All I want is this stuff. Oh, let me just take this. I was hoping to maybe get some gear or something, but no such luck. I think I got like something then, but I don't know what. If I could blow this thing up, that would be worth my time, but an hour ain't gonna do it. Oh. Yeah, so basically at this point, instead of having like extending the stream and stuff like that, we've got like the ability to like silence me and stuff, which I suspect if like anybody does like even just a resub and shit later in like the fort. Whoa, shit mate. later in the fortnight or whatever, then like it will probably help towards like resting my voice and like what do you call it, like I don't know, see how it goes. Fucking hell, let me out. Oh, hey, don't go for ages. Most of them do fake marathons. But hey, but they don't go for ages. Most of them do fake marathons. I know that like some of them, they obviously fill out like some time with like sleeping and stuff, but like I haven't heard of like any fake marathons. Like I wouldn't push myself to do a marathon. Like this fortnight will be like the most intense like thing I'll have probably all year, because like the September thing is usually only like a couple of days. I think it's like 3 or 4 days or something like that. It's usually like, well, September is subjective, so depending on like how Twitch does their September event, the concept of it is apparently it starts from like basically usually like the start of the month, and then somewhere in around like the last week of the month is when people mostly do it, so that people can get like discounted subs and stuff like that, and it's like you get more subs for less money for like the viewers and stuff like that, which means more people get to watch without ads and stuff. Like the biggest thing is at the moment, like there's a whole heap of people that can just watch without ads, which means that like, you know, it's, for some people that's more enticing and stuff because there's no interruptions and there's no shocking blaring ad interrupting like a question that they might have asked that they don't know an ad's happening out of the blue, because like I can't always like toggle the thing to let you know, you know. Go AFK for dinner and a lot of other things, spend 10ish hours sleeping while the clock is ticking. Yeah, a lot of them do that as well. Like you also get it in, oh god, there's more in here. You also get it in like the VTuber sphere as well, where a lot of people have like the I'm only sleeping thing, but like at least from my experience with this so far, I'm hoping there's only one dude left in here. So mine is a capped event, right? So I have a minimum of 4 hours that I might stream, and a maximum it can be extended to is 8 hours. And so the thing is, like, after those 8 hours, which we've extended to, I will go and I'll do editing for 8 hours. So that's automatically 16 hours. And then like any additional like art stuff or any, I don't know where this guy is in here, any like what do you call it, any kind of like additional like social stuff or whatever, like it all kind of like adds up to the time that's kind of taken out of like when resting kind of thing. And I know that like a lot of the streamers and stuff, like they'll literally just like switch off and they'll have like their mods team and stuff connected and just like monitoring stuff or whatever. So like, yeah, some of them will explain like how much sleep they have versus like how long it takes them to like wash or dry the hair, and like hyper detailed stuff so that people can like justify like the time they're away from it. But others will do like the paused, like pause counter, fuck off and rest, and then restart the event the next day. It also depends on the person's perspective. Oh god, this is going to take a while. It depends on the person's perspective of how they perceive a subathon event as well. Because initially I thought that a subathon was basically just like an endless event that you kind of like, if people sub or do whatever the thing was that these people were doing, that I saw that it just kept perpetually extending it, and some people have it for like months and stuff. And probably the biggest example of that was when Jaden Animations did one of those events, and she had like a certain amount of stuff planned. I think she had up to a month planned, and it went longer. Like she was thinking like it would go for like a fortnight and maybe go up to a month, and it ended up going longer. And then she just couldn't think of stuff during the event to do stuff. And like I get that too, because like when I was thinking of stuff earlier today to add like additional stretch goals and stuff, I was like, what do I even add? I'm like, all the stuff like I showed you guys in the spreadsheets earlier, I'm so glad that like a lot of that stuff like I pre-wrote down like day to day, like the go lives and the stream messages and the chat message pin and stuff like that, so that I don't have to waste extra brain power every day thinking about this stuff. I just have to copy and paste it into the right field because I already did that work last week. you know, leading up to this. And I will have my drink. That was the original idea. Yeah, I figured as much. I think that's why a lot of people sort of stay stickler to it, is because it's kind of like, you know, some people are like, oh, you're not really doing a subathon if you like stop and then disappear and then come back the next day. Like it's entirely subjective to how the people feel it. I don't know where one of them is in here, but I think he's mining his way through that wall. Maybe. Is that back yet? I'm just scrapping something. It's become a thing that a huge number of streamers just do now. People have stopped making them uncapped, but Twitch literally had to change their rules because of how much money these things made for the platform law. So as far as I know, I think on Twitch you can't stream for... I don't know if it's 24 hours or if it's more than 48 hours and then it automatically stops. And it's designed to prevent people from having just non-stop like channels just streaming like random crap all day, all night. To kind of like farm ad revenue type stuff. Which means that when people do their events, they have to stop it. But of course, if you stop it and you restart your stream within, I think it's 5 minutes, you retain your viewership that was connected to the stream. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does, which means that obviously the numbers across the board stay pretty equal and stuff. So, yeah. I don't know. It just depends. The other thing too is that some people, when they're going for like affiliate or partner and stuff like that, will think that, you know, bunkling down and doing like a super long stream where like you could potentially farm a consistent amount of people every day be good. But apparently it like lowers the average viewership because of the duration of the stream. Over the period of the stream, it makes it less people and stuff. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff like that where like people do things for various different reasons, and sometimes it's a good thing for them and sometimes it backfires and all sorts of shit. I know you're fatigued. I think this cures that. I also got a bone knife. I also got a good whacking stick too, which I should really use next time I do a fight. I don't know where this guy is. He's in here somewhere. Yeah. How was that? Oh, bin trucks. I was gonna say, I'm like, what fucking day is it? Anywho, yeah. I think my biggest problem with the subathon is that the Thon is supposed to be uninterrupted as a marathon in the endurance distance race. Yeah, well, that's the other thing too, is like when you have Thon on the end, it is like a marathon. For me, this event is a marathon. So like again, subjectively, yes, but yeah, I kind of get the idea with it. Like I just lost my plot then. I was just thinking of something else. I saw a bird outside. Anyway, no, he's breaking through something. But yeah, I don't know. Like with my event that I did, like for a couple of reasons, like I felt uncomfortable with the concept of doing a billathon in the first place. Like, as I said, last year I didn't get a chance to organize it in time, but I also kind of was a bit demotivated to want to do it anyway, because when I did the subathon, like, I don't, like, the whole thing with my community is, like, no expectations, essentially. Like, I will go live. If people are here, they're here. If they're not, they're not. And, like, I won't ever know unless somebody chats or redeems something, because I don't see, like, viewer count and I don't see any names or anything like that unless you guys chat. And, so, like, yeah, it's the freedom to come and go and just do whatever kind of thing. And, so, yeah, I also emphasize prioritizing your life and health and all that over being here. So like when a subathon event happens, I feel really awkward about it, and I have felt really awkward about it when I did the September thing, because it's basically like the direct opposite. It's a subvert expectation of receiving something, but also expectation of people attending. And you know, it's it made me feel ick when I did it the first time because I felt kind of gross about it because it was not what I generally do. But then the Billathon and stuff, like I literally felt like, not like I was given permission or something like that, but I kind of felt like I had permission to just like put it out there after seeing like Jaylee's hire-a-thon. Like Jaylee lost a job before Christmas, like 2 weeks before Christmas, and like she's doing a hire-a-thon till she gets a job. So she's just gonna stream and like offer like, you know, fun things to redeem and stuff on her channel and stuff until she gets, you know, her next job. And like just all the little things and like just the fun and silly stuff. And I'm like, you know, it's okay to like ask for help sometimes, or even just have something that like keeps you going through stuff like that. And like generally speaking, like I don't ask for help unless like I really need it. And I have once in the past when my CPU fan died, and basically I could not afford it, and it was essentially either like no streams or yeah, and I asked for help, and everybody stepped up and like, you know, made that happen. So yeah, like I'll never like basically like I never expect anything from people, but like if I genuinely feel like I need help with something, I will obviously like ask. And like I kind of want to be able to do like the Billathons around this time, like annually at least, like either until like I'm stable and comfortable and stuff, or whatever, so that like I know that I can at least have something to distract me, kind of thing. And yeah, if something happens to get redeemed and stuff, then it's something to look forward to or focus on later and stuff like that, you know. But at the same time, I kind of like I don't know. I kind of feel like not as bad now, because like I know you guys are enjoying it, and I'm glad that I could provide something that was kind of fun. Like obviously we're only a couple of days in and stuff, but I'm glad that I could provide something that was, you know, fun and providing you guys with entertainment and stuff. And yeah, and the support in return and stuff is greatly appreciated. So yeah, I need to fix that. So I think just feel like people should use the correct words instead of corrupting meanings of said words. That's fair. Like Jaylee's like hire-a-thon basically like opened my eyes to the fact that something doesn't have to be called a subathon and stuff. Like in my case, the billathon for me, my like bills period is essentially from February, well, last week of January, but I count it as February because the bill's due in 1st of like February. Right, so February until April. And so for me, that is like literally the marathon event. Like, but yeah, again, same with like Jaylee's thing, is like she's going for like a hire-a-thon sort of thing. But like subathon to me, a subathon, if you label it subathon, I feel like that should be, you know, the one where you don't have, not like you can't have breaks, but like you just don't have like the downtime between it, where it's like an uncapped thing kind of thing in a way. I feel like that's what that one is. That's why like when I did this, I kind of like, I don't know, I felt like it made it different being a billathon. I thought I could hear fucking zombies. Like, I'm finished down there anyway, but I could hear somebody. I just don't know if she's up. There you are. Please tell me you're not part of a larger group. You just wandered in here by yourself. She just full on fucking broke my arm. And I'm starving. And dying. She has hidden me for some fucking hard hits. This is supposed to be adventure or whatever, like normal. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of like, you know, different wording, different meaning. Sorry, I had to scratch my nose. Will you fucking die? Oh, not me, you. Oh, I died anyway. Oh, I must have been bleeding. Damn it, doesn't matter. yeah, I feel like calling it something different that's not a subathon identifies it differently, you know? Labels it as like the marathon of whatever it is kind of thing. Yeah, subathon puts on the expectations on the viewer. Billathon basically means I need support for bills. Yeah. Yeah, that is fucking Shadow can explain this shit better than me. I'm bad at like explaining shit sometimes, but yeah, that's essentially the point. Is that like, yeah, it like I've literally like explained it and stuff in Discord and stuff as well, because like to name it what I named it, I didn't want people to be like, what the fuck is this? I wanted people to know why I was doing one, how it was important, why I needed it, and stuff like that. Like I wanted there to be not like no confusion or stuff, but I wanted people to like at least like be able to see that and go, I get why that's happening, instead of like, oh, it's just some kind of random, I don't know, I feel like the word subathon itself, it feels to me like a cash grab phrase. I know it's not. Like everybody does them differently, and therefore obviously some are not, stuff like that, which is of course, as Mupp was saying, how you kind of like, you know, muddy the phrase kind of thing. Oh, fuck off, Snake. I have a whacking stick this time. Come here. Yeah. Either way, yeah, you guys are right. It basically puts like an expectation and stuff. Like when I do September later in the year, like it won't be too bad. That will be part of like the September event. I will try my best to make sure that whenever I'm doing the thing is whenever the thing is like the most discounted for you guys. Because like in the same way as like including the bits this time, and the bits equaling to a little bit less than technically a sub and stuff, therefore like potentially costing less. Like I try to be mindful of this stuff from like, you know, you guys' perspective and stuff like that, because I look at it like this. If I was participating in this from the outside perspective, that I wasn't the one behind the screen, that I was the one watching the stream, like how, like what would be, like what would see as value to me? Because obviously like I'm a generally value-minded person kind of thing. So I would sit down and be like, okay, well, a sub costs this and the bits cost this, and then, you know, I'd sit there and I'd do the maths and I'd be like, well, the bits cost a little bit less overall, like as you progress up the thing. But I also don't know from a purchasing bits standpoint if it's a pain in the ass to purchase allotments of 300 or not. I think 300 was what was listed as being discounted. But it was also very close to the equivalent of one sub. So I figured it was like close enough is good enough kind of thing. And it was like you could get a discount on it and stuff. So yeah, like I tried to work out all this stuff because like from being mindful from this perspective, oh, hello mate. Being mindful from this perspective of being somebody that's like money conscious and stuff. Oh, you're both at me. I think about this stuff. And I sort of think about like what's value for money and shit. Oh mate, I might bleed out. I just wanted to see what was over in that generator box. I'll tell you what. Oh man. Die already. Oh, I'm so infected. I actually kind of would rather her die. This is kind of cool setup. Oh my god, you can have barn door things. Oh, you know what they are? They're fucking trapdoor things. That is stupidly smart. I hate that. I know somebody out there would have done that already with this, and I hate that like that's not something as like for somebody that spends a lot of time base designing shit that I hadn't noticed that. The only problem is it's about to be like nighttime in the game, which would be, oh, I'd be starting with that. Alright, well, let me get back up on the roof, because I don't remember with integration if it gives you, I feel like it gives you like a little bit of time. before the first thing could be spawned, I feel like. I want, yeah, no, building blocks. I don't want to use all of them. How many can I make? I'm making 2,000. I would not need that many at this time. 60 odd, perhaps. You make 60 odd. We'll put this down here. So there's some stuff in here I want to sell. I also got a pistol, which, as far as this goes, for starting like the next fucking, the 8th, this shouldn't be too bad. I will have a pistol. Let me get up here. You know. Sorry. I have a pistol. I've got a sandwich. I am infected, so I'll need like something for that, but I suspect I'll die probably immediately. I have got a couple of health, and I got another one down here. I don't need potato seeds. I did drop these earlier, and I should have sold them to Rect and like bought stuff with that. That's my bad. I also have 7 points, so yeah, that's not too bad. I'm tempted to like leave the XP thing up, because if I get XP for killing off the things you guys fight off, I would look at it like it would increase, like if I kill the things off, it will increase my level, which will increase the level of things that spawn, which could be good. It could be really difficult for me. Then again, you guys will be able to spawn like things that help me too, so yeah, that. So we'll be playing this again on the 8th.